My name is Susanne Van Veluw, and I'm a professor of Translational Vascular Neuroscience at the University of Edinburgh. Well, the vasculature connects our whole body to our brains, and so whatever happens to the vasculature also has impact on our brains and our brain health. So it's important to keep our vasculature happy and healthy to also promote brain function. So in our lab, we focus on cerebral amyloid angiopathy, or CAA. And that's a very common form of cerebral small vessel disease affecting the smallest blood vessels of the brain. So in that disease, there's a protein called amyloid beta that is building up in the walls of those blood vessels. And over time, that can lead to vessel wall stiffening and also vessel wall breakdown and eventually hemorrhagic stroke. So we're trying to zoom in on the different mechanisms that are playing a role in the disease progression of CAA and try to understand biology that's driving these changes so that we can target that biology to then discover novel treatment targets in the hope that we can find ways to prevent this from happening in our patients. We're very excited to be here. There's a really big momentum in small vessel disease research and vascular dementia research in the UK. So over the years, we've learned so much from studying brain tissue samples of patients who very generously donated their brains to research. It's one of the most precious gifts one can give to research, really, is your brain. We've learned so much by carefully comparing what we see with imaging in the brain, but also what we see under the microscope. And so we've been able to characterize sort of the neuropathological signatures of small vessel disease lesions in the brain and really trying to understand what is driving those lesions to develop those much needed treatments.